Yo, what up, Facebook family? I'm back. Another episode, Cycles of Life. And I just want to talk to y'all 1 second. You know what I mean? Check this out. I want to ask y'all a question because I know the first thing that y'all see is that I have on a red Laker hat with a purple jersey. Does this match? No, it doesn't. But yet, because of color, we'll try to make it seem like there's a difference in the two, even though they both say Lakers. So I was having a conversation with my mom, right? And I was talking to my mom about my situation and things that's going on in society, right? And I hate how sometimes we allow color to make a difference even though it represents the same thing. And that's right and wrong. So that's why I want to address this subject and talk to y'all about. I want to talk to y'all about right and wrong, right? So I was talking to my mom about my situation and I was just like, yo, I can't believe that this is happening all over the world and continuously happens to other people, right? When do we put a stop to this? How do we put a stop to this? But yet, how do we address the right and wrong in it without adding the color to it? Because it's not about color. It's about right and wrong, right? To a certain extent, because some of it is based off of color. Some of it is just being truthful, the difference. And it don't match. And it really don't go together. But you got to recognize that it don't go together. And that's just being honest with yourself, right? So the argument was, what made your situation racial, Carlos, since all this other stuff you want to run your mouth about? I said what made my stuff racial when Officer Benjamin Fields beat me up was Officer Benjamin Fields. He was the one that made it racial. How did they make it racial? He made it racial by the racial comments that he made to me that he admitted to even on the court document, which I can show proof about. That's how it became racial. See, I didn't see it just like that when he stopped me because of my race. I just thought he was a cop just doing what he wanted to do, being a bully, because there's a difference between being a police officer and a bully. So that brings me to the next subject or the next argument, right? The next argument is about just the young lady, right, that happened that I reached out to and gave my phone number out on all over Facebook, all over TV, because I really want to be able to be a blessing to this young lady. And the question was she wrong for not giving up her cell phone? Was she wrong for not getting up? Yes. But nobody knows why she did what she did or what she went through and the reason why she was holding on to what she was holding on to. Now, I'm going to be honest, and a lot of people might not like it. Was she wrong? Yes. It's a fact of a matter. It doesn't matter. Well, if it was a white girl, it wouldn't have happened. See, that's the BS that we want to use as people sometimes. We want to use color when we want to use color, but yet when things is right and wrong, we want to leave out color. And we got to be wrong and stop being like that. We got to stop the mess. She was wrong. Bottom line. Now, what Officer Fields did to her was ridiculously wrong. Period. He had no right to step out of his training. He should have never touched that little girl. He should have had a counselor or a teacher or a principal talk to that student. He had no business touching her. Which brings me to the Chicago situation. What about the little boy running around in the street with a knife? Wrong. Wrongfully shot, wrongfully handled, wrongfully mistreated. But wrong is wrong. That cop should have never did what he did. 16 shots. Really? Really? That's ridiculous. For it to come out a year later, that's ridiculous. But at the same time, my man shouldn't have been running around with a knife in the street. It doesn't justify the police officer's actions. It's just a self-evaluation check for ourselves. It's a self-evaluation check for ourselves. It's making sure that your outfit matches before you go outside. Because if it don't match, you got to be honest with yourself about what you got on and how you appear to be. Wrong, 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 wrong. But that doesn't give nobody the right to take your life. Period. That's what this is about, man. And now you got people protesting, wanting to riot. Man, don't do that, Chicago. Don't go out there and start rioting in the streets. Don't go out there and add more to the fire, man, because that's exactly what the system wants you to do. It feeds off your negativity. It makes money off your negativity. The system is so designed perfectly to function off of negativity. That's why all the riots in the past haven't changed anything, and that's why we're still living it to this day. But gay people gave you the blueprint. How to change stuff, how to change laws, because the pen is mightier than the sword. When are we going to get our thoughts and collective minds together and take all of this oppressed, hurt feelings and emotions and put it into the paper? to attack the system, to change the laws, so that way we can walk around freely and we no more have to be 3/5 of a man. When are we going to attack the system that was created, that wasn't created for us? And that's just a fact. People might not like it, and me like, Carlos, why you going there? King, why you going there? Because I got to. I got to tell the truth, man. And I refuse to shut up for anybody. The system wasn't created that way. But now that we are living in the age of evolution, just like you need to upgrade your phone every now and then, you need to upgrade these laws, baby. We got to upgrade these laws. But when we going to come together to do that? Because it's amazing that somebody could put something crazy on there, acting stupid, and they get 3 million hits. But then when we talk about truth and life and something that takes life, we don't want to share this. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to do nothing about it. We don't want to leave our top 10 opinions on how we can fix this relationship. We ain't got nothing to say then. But yet we can post on BS. Come on, man. What we really doing? What we really about? Do we really care, or do we just want to have a reason to act a fool? So I challenge y'all, man. I challenge y'all to come together, man, and do something united, and do something so ridiculously united that we can actually make a difference. Are we willing to make a difference, or are we just going to keep pointing finger at color? Really? Color? It's the truth. There is a difference. The problem is the solution ain't riding or acting a fool. It's in the power of the pen. It's in the power of changing laws. It's in the power of the whole rainbow coming together. Black, white, red, Asian, Mexican, whatever you want to call yourself. There's the power of numbers. There's the power of the people. Don't y'all hear that? The power of the people? So when are we going to be powerful people and come together?